I am Melinda Lula, and I would love to share with you one of my favorite features on Desmos. I like to use Desmos to learn about relationships using regressions. I remember when linear regression wasn't so easy. There were lists to fill in, menus to follow, special codes and letters and things that I didn't have any clue of. And when I was all done with all of that, I ended up with a graph that looked like this. Is that helpful?
Our grade 9 students are learning about scatter plots and linear relationships. To get us started, I'd like to have some fun guessing ages of celebrities. Like Taylor Lautner, Miley Cyrus, Barack Obama, Taylor Swift. We then take our guesses and the actual ages and make a table in the Desmos calculator. So our actual ages are X1 column and our guesses are the Y1 column. At this point, when the points appear on the screen, we can describe our relationships as strong or weak, positive or negative. We can even compare our different graphs and make conjectures about who is the best guesser. Then, the magic really truly is that we can now test our conjectures by using the magical regression formula. And it's super simple because we know that we want a linear regression here, so it's y equals mx plus b. So the students type in y1 tilde m x1 x1 plus b. Now, the reason I typed in x1 and y1 is because I'm comparing y1 and x1 up here from the table. So I want to make sure that I'm comparing the actual ages and the guesses. Now, the students don't know about the correlation coefficient, but we can certainly use it to decide who has the strongest relationship. So this is 0.8753. It's pretty strong, pretty good guesser. So if they got perfect, they'd know that the R value was 1. In any case, this makes for a great activity to introduce relationships, scatter plots, and linear relationships. And the students absolutely love this activity. But linear regression is just the beginning. We can use Desmos for all kinds of regressions. Let's try quadratic. I took this dolphin image because it looked like they were jumping in the shape of a quadratic. So I decided to plot a few points. I just chose points on top of the dolphins, and I put them into a table of values. Once I did that, I have my x1 and my y1. I want to do a regression. So because I'm choosing a parabola, I'm going to go with ax squared plus bx plus c. This is standard form. So I just type it in, but I add the subscripts on the variables. So y1 tilde ax1 squared plus bx1 plus c. And then Desmos does the rest of the work, fits the curve, and comes up with your a, b, and c. Alternatively, perhaps you like the factored form. Again, as long as you're remembering the subscripts and the tilde, you're going to get your curve. Maybe your preference is vertex form. So A, x1 minus h, and I'm going to go squared plus k. So this will give me the vertex as well. So the vertex for this one looks like negative 3.9 or almost 4, negative 4, and 5. So that looks pretty good. Excellent opportunities here with regression.
Even in higher grades and with more advanced mathematics, we can use regressions to determine formulas or equations for curves that we want to fit. It helps us to understand real life. This helps students make connections. I have shared numerous regressions with you, and what this does is it allows students to understand the world that we live in by using mathematics to model real-life applications. Thanks so much for listening. I have shared one of my favorite tools for Desmos using regressions to model real life. Students make connections, and that makes me happy.